It's the first ever business end of a draw preview.
You need to start getting buttons on now. I think that's a good idea.
I think so.
And with this one, oh gosh, I do find it horrible.
Oh, do you want me to go out of the room for a bit?
People
while
are
you
waiting to hear
decide,
what
or
I've got to say. So
I can
let me
leave
just
for a
give my
bit.
summary.
I'm just going to leave.
Let me just speak, Ben, please. So Rafael Nadal, he's got a chronic foot problem. He lives with this foot problem. He's had it for a very long time now. But yet, he says in practice, there's often times he's practicing and he has the exact same thing what happened in Rome, like it did against Chapo, and he has to stop the practice completely. For me, it is a massive problem what he's got. But still, if it's not there, which sometimes it's not, and he's able to play through it, then we're seeing some great tennis. And let's not forget the start of the year, which he's had. On the other hand, Novak Djokovic, for me, is warming up. He is really warming up. He started, the year very late because of all the vaccine problems. But when he got going, he was really amazing at Rome. And I thought he would come very close against Alcaraz, who didn't put a foot wrong. In fact, it was so fractional. There's a chance he could have won that one. Probably the better player in large spells as well. And we saw some amazing shots from him. So Djokovic coming into this one in the better form. I think we're looking at a big match. And when I say a big one, I'm talking sort of semi-final of last year. We could be looking at a 5-setter this time. We could be looking at about 5 hours. It's going to be one we're going to dedicate the whole day to on the stream. But listen, there's only one winner. It's Rafael Nadal. He's going to be knocking out Novak Djokovic, the number 5 seed, going for 14, going for 22 Grand Slams. Come on, Rafa, let's get this done and let's defeat Novak Djokovic again. Come on, let's do it. The hype, let's do it, please.
Are we done with this? Are we done with this?
Mate,
I don't know. Feels a little bit sad, really, hearing you say it like it.
I mean, I am a bit.
Hopefully, it comes to fruition for you for that little thing. It feels like a little bit, I don't know, disingenuous. But for me, I feel like if Djokovic takes him anywhere close to where he took him to last year, I think Rafa won't even have his foot to worry about. He'll have his legs, he'll have his arms, he'll have his head, he'll have everything to worry about. And I think that Djokovic can take him to the deep waters that he doesn't want to go to. If he doesn't already get taken there by the people that he's facing in the rounds before Rafa, that's the problem for me. I think Rafa has to get it all done in straight sets. I think Djokovic can get his rounds done in 4 sets, maybe even 5 sets, and still be fresh for Rafa. I feel Rafa has to be straight sets all the way through. Otherwise, he's going to be in problems.
Oh, what?
And that's why.
Just quickly, Ben, just quickly. Did you not say the same thing in the Australian Open?
What, was Djokovic in the Australian Open?
No. You said about Rafael Nadal, he has to get things done in straight sets, otherwise he's not going to win. You said the exact same line in the Australian Open.
Yeah. But he wasn't
you
playing
said that
Novak
not
Djokovic,
just before the final.
Who was he playing?
For every single round, you was like, Rafa needs to get this done in 3, otherwise he's going to struggle. You always said that. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And who was he up against?
Thank you. No, I'm just.
Who was he up against? Can you clarify who he was playing?
Daniel Medvedev, best hard court player in the world.
Okay, not the best hard court player in the world.
Okay,
but Daniel Medvedev and Shapovalov, notably 2 people who haven't won as many Grand Slams as Novak Djokovic.
Daniel Medvedev's not good, no. At the
so you think
Open.
Daniel Medvedev's as good as Novak Djokovic? So
yes,
we're just confirming.
Yes, so he just beat him at the US Open.
All right. So he beat him on a year when he had just won 3 Grand Slams.
Yeah, on Djokovic's best year, he beat him. You're right.
All right. Okay, mate. So what did Djokovic do to Rafael Nadal at last year's French Open?
Mate,
should we wind back to last year's French Open a little bit? Should we go back to last year's semi-final a little bit? Let's rewind. Let's rewind a little bit.
No, you're not talking sense, mate, because Medvedev isn't a bad player.
No. I let you had your little bit where you sat on your own little talking. Now let's have a little talk about what happened last year. Rafa was playing some great tennis last year. Djokovic, he was also playing some great tennis last year. They played in a match which was probably the best match of all time. Djokovic outlasted him, and the problem with Rafa in that match was his foot. He's had problems with his foot in the tournament before this. if he gets to play Djokovic again and he gets put through the ringer again, then the foot is going to be a problem again. And we know it. It's been a thing.
You don't know that.
Well, we don't know it, but it's been a thing.
We know it. We don't know it. In, out, shake it all about. Sounds like you don't know what you're talking about, mate. You just said to me Daniel Medvedev wasn't the best hardcourt player in the world.
Of course
he's up there. You can make a case for Djokovic. I'm not saying that's completely
invalid. You're saying Rafael Nadal's the best
invalid.
hardcourt player in the world then? Because he just won Australian Open.
Of course, he's up there. He's a brilliant player.
Rafael Nadal's the best hardcourt player in the world.
You said to me Rafael Nadal will not be able to win any matches if he comes back from them or doesn't go to 3 sets. He proved you wrong in Australia because that's exactly what he did, and he won it. So you take him using that as an argument here, considering this is the slam he's won more than anyone else, and he's so dominant, hardly ever loses. I don't think that's a valid argument. But listen,
how many times has he met?
I'll give you a Serbian flag. You can do a Noel fam.
All right,
have a great time this Roland Garros.
I'll let you finish talking, and I'll talk so you don't talk over me. How many times has he met Novak Djokovic before the final and beaten him? That's the question. Because the last 2 times he's played him before the final, he's lost to him. And that's the thing. He's playing him in the quarterfinals. Djokovic said to him, last time I played you in the final, it was terrible. It's the worst place to play you in the final. Now I'm not going to play you in the final, play in the semi-final. I'm going to beat you. And he did beat him. Didn't just beat him in the actual match. He beat him in physicality. He beat him in the fact that his body will last longer on a court than Rafael Nadal. And that's the one thing that Djokovic has over Nadal at the moment is his body will last longer. He can play for 7 hours if he has to. Nadal's foot can probably go for about 5 hours. If you can't last the duration, you won't win the match. And that's what I think that Djokovic has over Nadal. And that's why I'll be picking Novak Djokovic to defeat Nadal.
Lovely. Let's move on to the next one. Vamos.
So, on to the next one.